The Oregon Ducks have a long legacy as one of the most decorated and storied programs in college football history.
This crowd is fired up. Here they come.
College football is all about tradition and pageantry or whatnot.
With such a deep tradition of winning, it was difficult to come up with a top 5 victories in Oregon football history. But here they are. Number 5. Dan Lanning's pregame speech for the ages. In Week 4 of the 2023 season, head coach Dan Lanning gave a totally candid, awe-inspiring speech to his team that ESPN cameras happened to pick up. Lanning's quotes about how the Ducks were all about substance and not for clicks ended up making for some great merchandising opportunities for Nike. Number 4. The Ducks beat Ohio State in the Horseshoe. In Week 2 of the 2021 season, the Ducks and then head coach Mario Cristobal went on the road to beat Ohio State in what is still to this day one of the Ducks' signature program wins. Unfortunately, Oregon would go on to miss the playoffs after losing close battles to Utah twice in the final 3 weeks of the season by the narrowest of margins, a combined 59 points. However, we'll always have the win versus Ohio State to be proud of. Number 3. Bodacious billboards. When quarterback Bo Nix came to Oregon from Auburn by way of the transfer portal in 2022, Ducks fans had high hopes for him, but not many anticipated just how incredible his time in Eugene would be. After having tremendous success in his first year wearing green and yellow, Bo Nix began the 2023 season as an unquestionable Heisman favorite. The all-substance football program decided it was the perfect time to revisit one of their signature moves that makes Oregon so elite: put up giant de facto Nike advertisements all over the country in places like Dallas and New York City. All the way back in 2001, the Ducks unveiled their first iteration of this idea, anointing Joey Harrington the Heisman before the season on a Times Square billboard. 22 years later, they showed even their old formula could still have the exact same smashing success. Number 2. Dan Lanning wins the national championship. Less than a month after the University of Oregon announced Georgia defensive coordinator Dan Lanning would become their head football coach, Lanning's Bulldogs won the national title. But more importantly, it meant Oregon was getting a championship football coach, and a title by proxy, as Oregon promptly took to Twitter to take the credit they deserved, posting a celebratory picture of Lanning hoisting the championship trophy he had just won, photoshopped into his soon-to-be new team's gear. And at number 1, Coach Lanning doesn't leave for Alabama. At the conclusion of the 2023 college football season, Alabama's Nick Saban announced his retirement. Immediately, rumors began swirling that Dan Lanning was the favorite to be named Saban's successor. But by the grace of God, Coach Lanning quickly put those rumors to bed by releasing a video on social media stating, "The grass is damn green in Eugene, and I'm not leaving." Ducks fans rejoiced. Dan Lanning had just turned down the Alabama job to stay at U of O. This was indisputable proof that Oregon is one of, if not the most coveted coaching jobs in all of college football. It would later be reported that Alabama never offered Lanning the position, but that didn't stop him from soaking in the praise. Regardless, Oregon now sits atop the college football landscape, among the likes of Alabama and Georgia. The Ducks will now enter the 2024 season as one of the heavy favorites. Thanks for watching, and go Ducks!